This is Fantology.
You may have heard of us.
All right, what's up, Cosmere fans? This is Steven, your host with Fantology Podcast. I have my lifelong friends Josh and Ryan on. We're talking a little bit about the new and exciting Cosmere TV deal that Brandon Sanderson announced last week, and we're also going to do a fan casting for Mistborn and Stormlight.
Dude, I'm excited. I mean, this news has just got me buzzing. I'm so happy for all the new theories and all these type of fan casting and all the drama on the production. And I'm really hoping that this makes its final production because it's so exciting for me.
I mean, we've really gotten everything we could have asked for out of this whole deal. Like, Brandon is full creative control, so if it succeeds, it's because of him. If it fails, it's because of him, um, or largely. So, what else could you ask for as fans?
Uh-huh. The other thing I like about him having full creative control is I know there's really nothing that can totally squash the culture debates around casting and how the show plays out and everything, but at least you can't say, oh, they changed this and Brandon didn't want, like, no, like Brandon okayed all of this stuff, whatever's happening. So hopefully we don't get as much toxicity around this, just in the production and all that stuff that we've got in every other fantasy adaptation
Dude,
recently.
that is the most naive take I've ever heard, Steven. Just gonna say it. It's gonna get bad. It's gonna get bad. Okay, just saying you have
But I feel,
like,
yeah, I'm not saying it's not going to happen at all. But I think the fact that he is so heavily involved means that it just, there's a little less. I mean, not that there's really any validity to these discussions anyway, but there's just a little bit less for the haters to latch
I'm just
onto.
talking about like in general, like you already have people boycotting Sanderson because he's Mormon, and then you have people boycotting Sanderson because he has gay characters and LGBTQ representation in his books. Like it already exists. And so that's just gonna get thrust to the spotlight even more with people like, and there's gonna be a part of the conversation that surrounds that. And that's just what it is, So I don't know. But yes, you're right. In terms of the actual casting, hopefully people will be like, oh, Sanderson okayed this, or is at least okay enough to
Uh,
sign off on it. We can't really argue too much.
yeah,
I
hopefully
hope
we
to
don't
agree
get
with that.
a core part of the fandom that becomes the White Cloaks
That's
for
true.
Wheel of Time, right? Like, hopefully at least the core part of the fandom, which is big and likes most of what Brandon does, doesn't go
Yeah,
toxic.
hopefully.
Hmm.
Hopefully we can buck the Star Wars trend, the Wheel of Time trend, the Witcher
Yeah.
trend,
I
Yeah.
basically
feel
all
Yep.
pretty
trends.
good about Brandon's fandom, and it's not just because I'm a big part of it, but well, I'm a very minor part of it, but it's a big
But
part of
you're
my
big
life.
into it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm big into it. But I feel pretty
Mhm.
good about his fandom, and I feel like, he exerts a lot of positive control over it.
I think you're right. I think he does a good job
Yeah.
at addressing issues as they come up in the fandom and has pretty measured takes most of the time, responds to valid criticism, is willing to update his views with more evidence. You know what I mean? Like and I think that he sets a good example from the top about that. But,
Hmm.
you know,
Hmm.
it is it is what it is.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, that's already a tangent. We haven't even
Yeah.
started. But so yeah, I am also super pumped for the news. Seems like the best possible thing that could emerge. Seems likely to happen. I mean, obviously we're only at Brandon outlined like 10 different steps and we're still pretty early on, but this is just like so widely reported and all the studios apparently were pitching for it and like it's looking really good. And obviously, we don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves and assume we're getting movies and a franchise and TV series and all of that. But I think there's a world where the Mistborn movie comes out, it's good. They do another one, it's good. They start talking about Stormlight. Like there is definitely a possibility here for this whole thing to be a pretty big hit. Obviously, that has to be like best case, but it's realistic. Like you could realistically see this happening.
Yeah.
My expectations are MCU level of production and movies and loader level of quality.
And loader level of quality. Like Original original
Uh-huh.
trilogy letter. Okay.
Yeah,
All right, yeah.
like the
I mean,
not the Hobbit level, like Lord of the
Sure.
Rings.
yeah.
So your expectations are literally like the greatest fantasy series ever made. It sounds like is what you're outlining.
Yeah. hmm
Anything less than
Okay.
that is
Is
a
that too much to ask for, Stephen?
I would love to see it too, Ryan.
what's the floor? What's the floor for you guys?
Uh,
That was the floor.
like the floor for like acceptability for me, like, oh, it's out, it's not perfect, but I'm okay with it, or the floor for like, crap, like here it is, and
No,
I
like
guess
you're
this
okay with
is,
it. Yeah, like the
yeah,
floor of what you would ideally like to see. Like not ideally, but the floor of what you
uh-huh.
would consider acceptable. Like a C, didn't
Stranger
fail.
Things season 5.
So, okay.
Is that a high floor or a low floor?
It's such a mixed bag. It's hard to
Yeah, I
say.
feel like it's a pretty mid floor. That's probably fair.
That's fair. Yeah.
So it appeals to it's got like a pretty big mass appeal, but it doesn't really take many risks, and it's just kind of like pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'd probably be okay with that, but maybe, slightly disappointed that it's not your combination of Lord of the Rings and Marvel quality.
Hmm. Side note, Stranger Things, because that's the most recent show I watched. Some of the actors might be coloring my fan casting or influencing, I should say.
Uh,
So, and this might also get back to politics a tiny bit, but for me personally, fan casting, at least in this episode, I know that like a lot of the books, some of the characters will correspond to different races. Like I think in the Stormlight Archive, a lot of the characters have like an Asian appearance. I think if there's a casting director out there that like goes and casts only Asian actors, I think that's great. Or for the Lethe or whatever, like that's great. Good on
mm,
them. But for me in fan casting this episode, I think I'm just gonna go like with what kind of lines up with my head canon the most, in which they weren't necessarily all Asian
yeah.
actors in my head canon or had Asian appearances in my head canon. So I'm sorry if that's like offensive, and I would fully support them making an adaptation if like again if Brandon feels like that's the way that they should go. But like I don't know, for this fan cast, I'm not really considering it too
Yeah.
much.
It'll be interesting to see what the casting becomes. I mean, assuming we get a Stormlight show, right? Not guaranteed, but if we go there, do we just have like Wheel of Time where it's just like this total mix and there's really no like through lines in different races? Or is it like Alethi are more Asian and other races are more kind of other races? Or do we just kind of do whatever? I don't know.
It'll be
Because I think
interesting.
if Brandon's in charge of casting it all, I feel like he prefers to have more Asian characters. Like he famously told, like there was this story about Henry Cavill asking him if he could play Kaladin, and Brandon said, "Eh, you're probably too old, and also Kaladin's Asian." So I feel like he wants the vision he has in his head.
See, I think that Brandon is smart enough that he's gonna know where to delegate. And I'm sure he's gonna see that like casting is far outside of his talents.
Yeah, but you figure like they would ask his input. What do we want
Yeah,
this
I mean,
culture to look like? What do we want this culture to look like? And I hope the cultures
yeah.
have looks to them.
Yeah,
Like Wheel of Time, I didn't care a ton about who they were casting, but I do think it makes sense to have individual cultures kind of have similar features, right?
I mean, I guess it does make sense. I just think it's really difficult to pull off. Like, finding talented actors, all of like a similar look for like totally different roles. Rather, I think I would rather have people cast like, where their talents are at and maybe like some consistency, but not, it wouldn't make or break it for me if like not all of the Alethi are like Asian.
that's why
Mm.
I'm kind of going with it too, Ryan. But I can see Steven's point.
Yeah, I mean, I
I
don't
mean,
know. Like,
it's just kind of a nice visual clue. Like the Alethi all kind of have this Asian look. So if you see a character that has those characteristics, okay, probably from this culture. Versus the Thelena are gonna look a little bit different, or the Azish are gonna be yeah. So I think that makes sense from just a practical standpoint,
Okay.
but we'll see. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna be too upset about whatever they do. Do you want to talk
Yeah.
any more about the news of the show or anything we're expecting? I guess, there's some concern that this is going to slow down Brandon's writing schedule a bit. I think that's valid, and I mean, it's probably going to some degree. He's already said he's spending the next 5 months writing the Mistborn screenplay.
Here's the thing. I think Sanderson does such a good job budgeting his time that it won't be an issue in the long run. Like, yeah, 5 months. I mean, look, like what's I don't want to go back to all the authors that haven't put out any work recently, but like if they had a 5 month delay, everyone would rejoice that there is a 5 month delay in their in their writing cycle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if a
For
book,
some of them, they would just rejoice that there was an update,
yeah,
you
that's
know.
that's what I mean.
Uh-huh.
Like
Um,
I'm not gonna really be in a tizzy until there's like a decade, like so long between books that I feel like I need to reread all of them before I read the next one. You know what I mean? Like
and
Hmm.
I think that once again, maybe I have too much faith in Brandon Sanderson, but I think he's capable of understanding, like, look, I'm running out of time to write like all of the books that I want. And he can clearly like triage, or he would be able to triage and say, I can't, I don't have time to write some of like these smaller works. Like, maybe in the future Tress of the Emerald Sea is not written in favor of Ghost Bloods or something like that.
yeah.
Hmm.
Also, just gonna say this. Like one, Sanderson's kids are getting older, you know, like he's gonna have more if he's being this productive with like young kids, you know, and raising a family, I don't even know what it's gonna look like when he's an empty nester. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So so
Uh-huh.
I think he has plenty of time, you know, hopefully he has a long life ahead of him. And I think that he'll do great. And I think that this is like and the other thing he has is support system. Like he has a staff that can help him keep him on track. He has a supportive family. He has a, you know, overall positive fan base. I think he has a lot going for him. And he's seen, you know, where others he's learned lessons along the way, I think, from other authors. I'll just
Mm,
say that.
And it seems like based on the
sure.
way Dragonsteel has grown, his wife has like a pretty good, executive or a lot of executive talents in order to, grow and manage a business, right? She's president of Dragonsteel.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Something like that. Yeah, I don't remember what all the titles are, but yeah. He's got a good system. I'm not overly concerned about it, but you know, I think at some point people recognize if we're getting movies, TV show, that does mean fewer books. But I mean, I think most fans are excited about this, which means they're okay with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, do you want to go to the fan casting portion?
Yeah.
have we done a fan casting of
I I
Fantology before?
I think we have. We for sure have.
We did one that was it was casting Stormlight characters, but specifically using actors from a Game of Thrones.
Yeah, that was kind of a fun one.
Uh, I see.
Uh-huh. Which there could, yeah, I mean that could happen in general fan casting as well, but yeah, we'll just I mean this is obviously open to anyone. And I mean realistically, we realize that not every realistically, we realize most of the cast will be filled in with actors and actresses who are relatively unknown or first times. I mean, you can't have headline names for everyone, but this is a fan cast, so we can choose whoever we want.
Let me just throw this out there that Night of the Seven Kingdoms has relatively unknown people, and is freaking amazing, man. Have you guys seen episode four? I'm just gonna say that's
Yeah,
like we won't go on a tangent, but some of the best game. I think that's better than it. Like I loved episode four. We can talk about it more, but
it is really good.
I think that's the best episode of Game of Thrones we've had since like probably season six or something. it was a phenomenal episode of TV with like
I
unknown
have not
actors.
even seen episode one, so
Dude, episode
Well,
4 was so freaking good, man.
looks like you got some stuff to watch, Ryan.
I do. I've got a lot of things I need to get done, and
Yeah. Anyway,
we'll see where that
Yeah, yeah.
gets to on my
I will
list.
say I could see like House of the Dragon is a very approachable show. We don't have to talk about it. I think Sid might watch it with you, Ryan. There's not too much like
You mean A
violence
Knight of the Seven Kingdom is
and
a
out of the
very
Seven
approachable
Kingdoms.
show.
Yeah, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. Hmm.
Yeah. All right.
All
Sorry.
right.
I'm
So
so
yeah,
tripping.
let's start. Let's start. We're just gonna talk about Mistborn, the Final Empire, the first movie, since that's the kind of the guaranteed first thing that is most likely happening. Who knows after that? But assuming it's good, we'd get more. So this movie, I'm assuming that the Kelsier role would probably be the headline actor. Like it's probably like a Sean Bean is Ned Stark type of thing. And there's
For the
obviously
first
some
movie.
parallels. Yeah, yeah. I think that's the face of the first movie, and that's easy to do because, like Ned Stark, there's some similarities in what happens with the character,
Hmm.
without going into spoilers. So I think that makes a lot of logical sense. So I mean, obviously in the fan cast, we'll choose whoever, but I think the Kelsier is going to be a notable person.
I agree. I think
Yeah.
so too. I think that's gonna be their headline actor.
Hmm. So who do we like for Kelsier?
Do you have any thoughts, Ryan? I have a good thought.
I'm afraid to go first.
I'll go
And
first.
I'll say, just forgive us in advance for butchering names. There's a lot of tough names out there in Hollywood, so we'll do our best, but no
Yeah.
promises.
Okay, I have a good one, and I think it's been I think he's been fan casted a lot before.
Uh-huh.
But Michael Fassbender, he's in X-Men,
Uh-huh.
Prometheus. He's he's a very, very, very talented actor. I'd say he's like A-list. I don't know if everybody, I don't know if he's not like George Clooney A-list, but I think he'd be on like Sean Bean. You know what I mean? A-list,
Yeah.
where people that know him really like him. I think he has a ton of range. I think he has a lot of grit. I think he could pull off the grayness of the character really well. I think he has the look. I think he has the physicality. Um, I think he'd do a great job.
So are we gonna be concerned about age at all in the fan casting? Are we just gonna say like this person at the appropriate age magically?
No, I think we should. I think we can generally be concerned of age, and I'm not sure. Like, I think he. What's Kelsey's age in the book? I mean, I've always imagined him as being a little bit older.
I think he's in
I've
his
imagined him as
30s.
like,
Late
yeah, I imagine
30s.
him like mid to late 30s. Yeah, same with you, Ryan.
Okay, he's
Yeah.
30. Yeah, 38 is what Google says. So
Yeah.
Michael
Michael
I feel
Fassbender
Fassbender.
like
is not 38.
No,
Oh, okay.
Kelsier.
Okay, sorry.
Michael Fassbender, I think, is like in his mid 40s, 48. So 10 years off. I think that's like reason. That's
When he
doable. That's
started as Magneto, he was in his 30s.
Yeah, yeah. But anyway, so maybe he's a little bit too old. But I think that's within the range, especially depending on what they do with the character. I
Mhm.
think it's doable. I think it's manageable.
Okay.
Um, yeah,
I don't think I think my only concern with him is maybe he's a little old now, but I definitely think he has the talent for the role and would play it very well.
Mm.
Um, so mine is very different from yours, Josh. I was gonna pick uh, Jensen Ackles.
okay.
I
Ooh,
I
that's a
think
good
maybe
one.
he's like plays like a little bit into the darker side, but he seems kind of like he's got like that humor and like maybe some charisma, but like there's this darkness beneath that is like ever like he keeps it at bay sometimes and sometimes he doesn't.
Nice.
I like that.
I like
Yeah.
that one.
I went with Aaron Taylor Johnson. I feel like he's kind of got
Ooh,
the some youth to him. Got some kind of like Kelsier's got some, some playfulness to him a little bit. He's a high charisma type guy.
What is Aaron? What is he in?
You probably know him from like Quicksilver in the MCU in the Ultron version, but he
Oh,
was
okay.
also Was
Okay.
he in WandaVision or was that the other Quicksilver? I don't remember what happened with that. He was in the
Yeah.
Fall Guy as well.
Yeah, he was also in Bullet Train, I think. He was in another
Okay.
movie I just watched
Yeah.
recently that was also
Oh,
really good.
he's in Tenet too. I'm looking at his list here. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Jensen Ackles has probably same age issues that Michael Fassbender has, but looking at Aaron Taylor Johnson, he's seems like, a good age for Kelsier.
Yeah, he's like right on age. Oh, he was in Nosferatu. That's what I was thinking of. I just saw him in. Yeah.
Okay. I'm realizing, looking at how long that took us to talk about one character in our time, that we're gonna have to go a lot faster. So why don't we try to do a little more rapid fire? So who do we like for Vin?
I went first last time. You guys go first.
I'll go first. We can kind of rotate. So Josh went
Uh,
first. I'll go first this time. So I was initially leaning towards Bella Ramsey. She's just like very talented, similar age, and I think she's got a similar look to how I imagine Vin. But actually, I just changed it to Isabella Merced,
Oh,
who
you stole
plays.
mine.
She plays I forget Dina. What's the name of the girl in The Last of Us who Bella is
yeah, it's
travels with?
something like that. Yeah.
Um, but I loved her in that role, and her personality seems a little bit more like Vin to me, even than Bella's. So
Mm.
I could really see that, Ryan. I did you see the movie Turtles All the Way Down? It
I
was
did
it's
not.
it's one of Hank Green's books, and she plays a character that has pretty severe OCD and like other kind of like eight or anyway, she has issues in the movie, and she did a fantastic job with the character. Like she did an amazing job. I haven't read the book, but she did awesome, and that's what really sold me on wanting her to as Vin. She does a good job of both showing strength and also being, showing the struggles that come along with those kind of issues. And yeah, she did a fantastic job. So I second that. I think I'm just gonna go second without necessarily proposing another.
I like that.
I have a few other options. Daphne Keene's a really popular one.
Yeah.
She was the lead in Golden Compass. What's it called? His Dark Materials
Yep.
HBO show. And Jenna Ortega would be fun, although that's a pretty big name. Also, I think, did you guys see Coda? You know the girl in Coda? Her name's Amelia Jones. She'd be good.
Hmm.
Hmm. No, I didn't.
That was a good movie. It's Apple, another
Yeah.
Apple TV
I heard,
Plus one.
yeah, I heard
Yeah,
that one was good.
yeah. Okay, Ellen. So based off of time, I think we're only gonna be doing like headline cast. We're not getting
That,
down through
that
everyone.
that makes
But
sense to me.
yeah, yeah. Who do we like as Ellen?
I think you're going first this time, Steven.
Hmm. Let's see. Okay, I like. I'm trying to. What do I know this guy from? Oh, the other Quicksilver. Yeah. Oh, he's kind of old though. So his name's Evan Peters, the other Quicksilver guy in WandaVision. But he'd be 40. I think Ellen needs to be more like
Yeah,
20, huh?
he needs to be younger than
Yeah.
that.
But he's got like the right. Like, Ellen needs to have like floppy hair, kind of a youthful. What about is Joe Keery just like too
I was
unserious for
just
this
gonna
role?
say Joe Keery. I was just gonna say Joe Keery.
Oh
Uh,
man, he'd be
but
good.
would you be able to take him seriously though? I don't know. He's
I
just like
mean, Ellen's goofy, isn't he?
He's pretty
yeah,
goofy.
yeah.
He's like goofy and then like matures as the series goes on. I think Joe Keery would be good.
Uh-huh.
That would
Yeah,
be my pick.
Joe Carey would be great. You know, just just gonna throw out T Timothy Chalamet, get all the Gen Z, Gen
Uh-huh.
Alpha, heartthrobs in there. Why
The only
not?
reason why I
Man.
wouldn't pick Timothy Chalamet is because he's just in so many things now.
Yeah,
Like yeah, I think he could
Yeah.
do it. But
he could do it. He could for sure
yeah.
do it. But yeah, would you want? He would definitely. The thing is, Ellen is a great addition to the story. He's not the main part of the story, and Timothy Chalamet, I think, would like steal pretty much every scene. I
Right.
really
Hmm.
like the Joe
Right.
Keery suggestion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really? Okay. Yeah, I wasn't.
Steven's the one who says it first, and now
I
he's
don't know
like,
if
"Oh,
I
really,
don't.
guys?
Yeah.
Huh.
Honestly, I don't know how much I like it, but
Why
I
is
would
I
have
that
a
like
hard
actually?
it."
I would have a hard time separating him from Steve.
Well, that
Dude,
sounds like a personal problem.
Yeah,
yeah.
it is. It is a personal problem. Give it a few years and maybe I'll be okay. Stranger things will fade. All
Okay.
right. Says it, says it, however you want to say it.
I mean, there's a clear pick for this one,
Go
and
for it, Ryan.
Really? Who is
and
it?
in my mind, well, I guess it's impossible now, but Lance Reddick, uh, he just seems like he's got the look, and he seems like he's got the voice, he can
Who's
do the
Lance Reddick?
mannerisms. Lance Reddick is in he's in some video games. He does like voices. Oh, he what's that?
Yeah, just pull him up. Yeah. Yeah, I recognize him. Okay. Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
But he has unfortunately passed away. So
Oh, I didn't know that.
oh, he's
yeah,
in Lost.
oh yeah, he's in Lost. There's this one Fringe. He's in Fringe as
Yeah.
well.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah, he does have a good look to him.
I mean, he's bald,
He's
so
bald too. Yeah.
Right, right. Yeah. Well, I mean, anyone could be bald, honestly. I like, okay,
he's the
I'm
obvious
not
pick for me.
I'm not gonna say his name right, but I like Mahershala Ali.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's got to be someone who's got the look, but is all can like convey the like the sympathetic, like the almost the fatherly type of emotion that Sazed has with Vin.
How old is Sazed in the book?
I picture him like 40s, like
Yeah,
he's older,
I
he's a
do
little
too.
older.
Man, he's supposed to be, yeah.
Yeah.
Generally be considered to be in his 30s during the initial trilogy. I have
Mm,
one, but he's not in his 30s.
okay.
I think Paul Giamatti would do a really good job with it.
Mm.
I
I
think
just
he
I don't know, I need
he
Sazed to be taller, like tall and thin.
oh, well that's not
Yeah.
That's not Paul Giamatti.
And I mean, think
Yeah.
of it like Sasson uses his metal mines and like bulks up like, just huge. Like
Yeah,
and
that's true. Yeah, you have
and
to have that
like
as
I
well.
just could not see like Paul Giamatti just becoming ripped out of nowhere and like,
Yeah, yeah.
throwing
But
some bad guy through
he
a
he,
wall.
he does I don't know, but he has that wisdom, that fatherly,
Hmm.
ambiance presence that you're talking about. Yeah. Okay. All right. Fair enough. You guys have better picks, but
I could also see maybe Paul Bettany.
oh, Paul Bettany would do a good
Yeah,
job.
yeah.
All right, let's do one more Mistborn. Who do we want? Lord Ruler?
Yeah, we gotta do Lord Ruler.
Okay.
Oh man. I didn't even
Yeah. The the evil Lord Ruler. Probably not going to get a ton of time on camera, but there's a lot of good Hollywood villains that we could choose. Joaquin Phoenix, I think is a popular one.
Yeah. I mean, there's no way he would
the
probably do
Lord
it.
Ruler looks young though, doesn't he?
He looks like a man in his prime, right? That's what, like, not especially young, but very powerful, very, yeah.
I don't know if I could see Joaquin Phoenix as that.
Mm,
I could see like, well,
Okay, I have an interesting one.
okay.
Um, so I just McKenton and I watch Normal People, and there's the lead in is Paul Mescal. I think that's how you say his name.
Oh, yeah. He was in the new Gladiator.
Yeah, he's in the new
Gladiator
Gladiator.
2.
He's in the
Uh-huh.
new he's in the Hamnet, like the Shakespeare movie that's coming up.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, and he's just
Uh-huh.
like he's pretty I think he's pretty like a pretty big guy, but I think he's also anyway, he would appear as in his prime. I mean maybe he's a little bit too young, but he has some pretty good acting range. Kind of like him.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Maybe like an
what
Idris
about
Elba.
Uh,
Is he too old? I feel like Idris Elba is too old now for it.
Yeah, yeah, maybe he's getting old.
what about what's the name of the guy who's one of the wizards and is also in House of the Dragon?
One of the wizards.
Which wizard are we speaking
Or
of?
or the what's oh man, the time traveling BBC show in which
Oh,
they
David
have
Tennant.
Doctor Who? No, no, no. You're talking about Matt Smith.
yeah, Matt
Oh, Matt
Smith.
Smith. Oh yeah, House of the Dragon as well. Yeah, yeah.
Matt Smith
Yeah,
as the Lord
yeah,
Ruler.
Matt Smith would do a good job.
yeah, yeah. He would be good.
I
Yeah.
He's
feel
got
like
that
he's
energy.
great with like, hidden motives and like the Lord Ruler, like ultimately, like he's well, I don't want to say too much. Are we doing spoilers?
Sure.
Well,
No,
just like
I think we're trying not to.
okay,
I
all right,
tried to talk around Kelsey a little bit.
all right, then yeah, I won't. I just think I think he'd be a good
Hmm.
Lord Ruler.
Yeah, yeah. I hope Lord
Nice.
Ruler gets some decent camera time. Make this guy into a good villain.
Yeah, I hope so
Um,
too.
just two castings for Mistborn that I thought of that just I wanted to say kind of quickly. For
Uh-huh.
Spook, I was thinking Finn Wolfhard from Stranger
Uh-huh.
Things. He
Yeah.
seems like he does like a awkward teenage boy pretty well. And then
Uh-huh.
for Hammond, Brandon Sanderson has said that if he could rewrite it, he would write Hammond as a girl. I was thinking Gwendolyn Christie.
No.
Uh,
Yeah. I feel like is she getting kind of old too? We can't have too many Game of Thrones alums in the show either, or it becomes kind of strange. I know that the what's the name of the wrestler lady who is on Mandalorian who's controversial? Gina something.
Oh
Like
yeah,
that type of look is kind of what I'm imagining
okay.
for the female gender swapped Hammond.
I could
All
see
right.
that. I'm gonna say Andy Serkis for Indian Alcandra in the
Nice.
movie.
Yeah. Yes, I like that. All right, let's go over to Stormlight.
Nice.
Some Stormlight
Yeah.
headliners. All right, who do we want for Kaladin, the main man? Well, actually, let's talk about this. Who do you think is the headline actor for the Stormlight TV show? I mean, not that there has to be, but I imagine, most TV shows have like one or two like main draws. You know this face, therefore you're going to be interested in the show. Which character do you think would get that treatment if they did that?
I think almost
Dalinar.
Dalinar, honestly. Yeah.
Yeah, just kind of, yeah. Yeah, Kaladin, it seems like the younger ones, they should be more up and coming.
Plus, Dalinar probably won't get as much screen time, at least initially. And I feel like
Hmm.
you would have to pay like a big name actor a little bit less, like less for the amount of screen time they would need.
Yeah,
Versus Kaladin, I'd imagine most of the season one would follow Kaladin pretty closely.
right, right.
Yeah.
Okay, so who do we like for Kaladin? He's got to be 20s-ish, not super young, but young enough.
Dang. This one, Kaladin is hard. You gotta nail Kaladin,
Uh-huh.
And that, I don't know. Do you guys have a good pick?
I know we talked about, we're just trying to choose not really based on race. I like the look of Steven Yeun, but I think he'd be too old by this point. He's already 40.
Okay. I have it.
Uh,
Go ahead,
go,
Ryan.
Josh.
No, no, you got it. You got it.
I mean, I think a young Henry Cavill would be good. Kaladin.
Uh-huh.
And I mean, if I can't, I already picked Lance Reddick, who, unfortunately has passed or Sazed. Um, but if not Henry Cavill, I would pick Jacob Elordi, or is that how you say his name?
Yeah,
He's in
yeah, something like that.
Frankenstein, he's in
Yeah, he's
Saltburn.
he's
Um,
super popular right now.
he is very popular, but he's really tall, and I feel like he's kind of got like, darkish, like longer wavy hair, which like
Uh-huh.
could be looking like Kaladin. So
Can I throw a ridiculous pickup out that you guys are gonna
of
laugh
of
at?
course, of course.
Absolutely.
Taylor Lautner, from the Heralded Twilight series.
Taylor Lautner.
I like Taylor Lautner.
Uh-huh.
I don't love his acting. So
You know what? There's no saying he hasn't gotten better as he's gotten older. Why
I mean, what big roles has he been in
that doesn't matter,
recently?
Ryan. That doesn't
Uh
matter.
I
All right.
I like the look like Dev Patel, although I think he'll be too old as well. He's got the nice I think he's got a good Kaladin look to him.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, it sounds like we're having trouble getting a home run here. I think
Yeah.
Kaladin is almost certainly kind of, very up and coming type of person. I doubt this is a name brand coming
Hmm.
in.
Yeah, I think he almost has to be. I think you're
It's
right on that one.
it,
Yeah,
it's a
Mm,
tough one to nail.
yeah. Okay, Shallan.
Okay,
I
I
got
think I
another
have
one.
a pick that
We all
is.
have. We're all thinking the same thing, right?
Oh no, I was thinking one that's way out there.
Oh, okay. I'll throw mine out there. Uh,
Uh,
Sadie Sink from
that's who I was thinking.
yeah.
I think
I,
she might be the best actress of the Stranger Things kids.
She's she's phenomenal, and she fits Shallan's vibe of both being. She would do great as Shallan. I think she'd be.
Yeah.
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 um,
I think that would be awesome.
I do think that she would be a better Shalon than my pick, but I like my pick more. Um, I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah. Who
Uh-huh.
is it?
I was thinking Ellie Kemper, who played like Aaron in The Office, and Fabulous or Kimmy Schmidt or something like
She
that.
she's she's too
Uh-huh.
old, man. She's probably like
Yeah,
in her.
she's too old. I know. Okay, that's why I said your
But
pick is better.
yeah,
But I think
she's got that energy for
she's got
sure.
that energy and the look,
Uh-huh.
and she's unfortunate.
Slightly manic. A little. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
she's yeah.
Nice. Okay.
All right, how about Adolin? Shallan's, counterpoint here.
Ooh.
Is Austin Butler crazy? He'd be a little old, but I mean, we know Adolin is hot, so
Yeah, I could see that.
I could see Austin Butler.
Is he fun enough though?
yeah. I don't know. I don't know that I've seen him be fun before.
I mean, the only
If
role that I've seen him in, I think, is Elvis.
Well, you've seen him in Dune or Dune 2, I guess. He didn't really have a big role there.
Yeah. Um,
Oh, he started on Zoe 101. Dang,
I did not know that.
that means I saw him a long time ago. He was
Did
probably fun in that.
were you a big Zoe 101 fan, Steven?
Oh, I mean, who wasn't?
Uh, okay.
Uh,
sounds like Adolin's another hard one to cast.
Uh,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
Tom
Um,
Holland. Tom Holland. Anyone? Any appetite for Tom Holland?
he would be fun. Again, there's really no chance of
Uh-huh.
getting him, but he'd be
Right,
fun.
right.
We're not necessarily trying to get the most realistic person.
Uh-huh.
Um, yeah. Where do I know? This guy. Where's he from? Oh, again from Dune. Josh Houston.
I don't know
He's
who
kind of
that
a no
is.
name one. He's just kind of a suggestion on the fan cast, but he's in Dune. Um,
Okay.
and I think he's younger. He's Aussie. I've seen him in a few things. I think he could do a good job.
Mm.
Oh, I just thought of somebody who, in my mind, would be a great. I just need to remember his name. Oh, I don't even know how to say his name. Dacre Montgomery from Stranger Things. He plays Max's older brother.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
He's
he
kind of
would
got
be good.
like he's got
Right.
like the good looks, and
Uh-huh. Billy,
yeah,
right?
Billy, that's his name.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I think
Yeah.
that he could also be, good Adolin.
Uh-huh.
Or or I had to look, sorry, I had to look him up, and so now I'm seeing like other Stranger Things actors. What about Joseph Quinn, the guy who plays Eddie Munson?
If you're sticking in Stranger Things, yeah, he would do a good job though.
Hmm.
I don't know, personality wise, he seems kind of like,
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
maybe not looks. I don't know.
Who do we like for Dalinar? This is our potentially established actor. Dave Bautista is a popular one.
Dave Bautista, I think Dave Bautista and Josh Brolin are like the two kind of most commonly
Uh-huh.
suggested ones.
Right.
Oh, I was thinking the guy from what's that one Japanese samurai show? The white guy goes to Japan and is
Shogun?
Shogun. The lead
Oh,
actor,
Hmm.
Hiroyuki, I think his name is.
Yeah, that guy has a good look to him.
I mean, he's definitely got like the look, and he's also
Uh,
got like in Shogun, I feel like he's very similar to Dalinar. Maybe a little bit more like uh hardcore. Like
yeah.
I have one to throw out. What about
Okay.
what about Carl Urban from The Boys?
for Dalinar,
Dude, he's pretty. Dalinar can be imposing, and you're not quite sure. He plays that like
Yeah.
line of being sane but a little bit insane. Like he plays that really
Uh-huh.
well, and
Dalinar isn't
especially.
insane.
But
He's
but
not
no, but
insane at
remember
all.
in The Way of Kings, you think again like very very general spoilers, but you kind of think he might be in The Way of Kings.
Yeah, but I mean, Carl Urban in The Boys is very clearly insane.
Well, he
But
doesn't have to be his role in
he
The
doesn't
Boys.
have
He
to. Yeah,
could,
I'm just saying
yeah.
he could like
Yeah.
play that role of like you, and then he
I
could
mean,
also play like young Dalinar really really like Oathbringer Dalinar incredibly well. Dude, I'm just
yeah.
saying. I'm just saying. Carl
I mean,
Urban, he's
he
my
could
top pick.
he could get more of like his Éomer vibe from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, I totally forgot he was in that.
Yeah. I like the look of I didn't know his name before, but his name's Tamara Morrison. He's the guy who plays Jango Fett. Can you picture his face?
Oh yeah. He also plays
He's like 65.
he also
Or is
plays
it
Boba Fett, right? Is there
or
clones?
he yeah, I think he voices like all the clones basically. He's got a good look to him and he's kind of a, like a powerful looking guy. All right, we have time for
Yeah.
one more casting. Who are we going with?
Oh man.
Navani, Wit, Zeth,
We gotta do it.
Phil.
We gotta do it.
Okay. All right, who's our Wit? This actor will appear in every single Cosmere, every single Cosmere project. They will always be there.
Well, it's got to be Creed Bratton.
Uh-huh.
Oh man.
I mean, that
How big
obviously
of a troll would that be?
he's not like a great wit, but it would be so funny if you like literally had the Creed Bratton character
What
just like pop
what would
up around the Cosmere and just
what would
say,
be so funny is if they just troll the fans by putting him in like the cameo positions. Like in Mistborn, he's the oh, was he the like the beggar on the street in Mistborn?
Yeah.
If they just put him in, leading up to the Stormlight Archive when Wit makes like his debut appearance, if they just cast an actor like that and just all get an uproar about fans being so upset, and then it's like a actual like a actor that has a little bit more range and stuff when Wit actually makes his debut, I think that'd be
"Mhm."
Uh-huh.
hilarious.
So I think two that are pretty popular and would work are David Tennant and Tom Hiddleston.
Yeah.
Either one would be great for Wit.
I think I would personally prefer David Tennant, but yeah, I agree. Both of those would be good.
Another one suggested that I would hate is Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Do
wouldn't,
not
I
like
don't.
that.
What about
You-
Taika? Taika Waititi.
Yeah, yeah, that could be fun. Uh, Yeah, I mean, he's got to have a lot of unseriousness, but also be able to kind of channel
Hmm.
some, at the right moment.
Another good one is Benedict Cumberbatch. He'd be
Mm,
pretty big, but he'd do a really
yeah,
good job. And
yeah.
then another one I'm seeing is Andrew Scott, who is also known, who's the other, he's Moriarty in the Netflix or in the
Oh,
Sherlock Holmes.
yeah,
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 I
yeah.
could
He
see him
would be
doing a good
great.
job. Yeah,
Yeah, he'd be a good villain too.
yeah.
Yeah,
He'd be good
obviously.
maybe as like a member of the Ghost Bloods or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I like that. So obviously, a lot more characters could be cast, but we're out of time. So if you want to talk with us more, you can join our Discord. Invites are in the episode description below. Hop in, let us know who you want to see casted, what you're looking forward to in the Cosmere projects, and what's going to make this whole thing successful.
Nice. Thanks, guys. This was fun.
It
I can't
was.
believe it's coming real. Man, I can't believe that this is actually a serious conversation now. Anyway, sorry, nerding
Yeah,
out. It's
yeah.
so much fun. Yeah,
5 years away at the earliest, probably, right? Like,
probably.
yeah,
But
but
5 years of speculation and articles and drips and leaks and
I
uh-huh.
mean,
collabs and
yeah.
so much fun, man. It's gonna be so
Yeah.
Mhm.
great.
All right. See you guys
Imagine it.
later.
All right,
Yeah. Bye.
bye.
Bye.